Hello, everybody. Good evening. It's a pleasure to be presenting before such an esteemed jury and all the wonderful audience that we have today. Thank you. So, Artemedy, that's the name of my design and marketing studio. What does Artemedy mean? Art, a remedy, meaning creative solutions. And I believe that with creativity, we can solve a lot of very complex issues of life, not just of business and commerce. So, what does Artemedy solve? Nothing truly life-changing, but if you too are a believer that your business is like your baby and you dream of it every waking moment, then yes, we are the right partners for you. We are a bespoke design and marketing studio, and we've worked with 100 plus businesses so far from varied industries. And we offer services like branding and identity, social media management, web development, performance marketing, business consultancy, and coaching to help businesses kickstart their brand building journey and then grow from there. I feel that happy customers means a successful business. Artemedy has been able to secure a 4.9 review rating with a more than 75% customer retention rate. And you can scan the QR code on the screen if you'd like to see our work, or you can always get in touch with me later as well for a business card. Now, the main part of the presentation is this, that every restless entrepreneur, they are always at thinking about what are the loopholes of their business, how can they improve, what do they learn from their customers. So me being one of those founders, I was always looking at filling the gap that my business could not fill as a design and marketing studio. And after speaking to more than 1,000 businesses and having worked finally with more than 100 of them, I realized that entrepreneurs of today, and especially the Indian entrepreneur of today, has evolved over this period of time. And the startup culture in our country has brought about that change, and the entrepreneur has a very different persona from what they had before. Entrepreneurship is no longer reserved to industrialist families or legacy businesses alone. Students, housewives, ex-corporates, everybody is trying their hand at what it means to have their own business. So, one common factor that I noticed when I spoke to these businesses was that when they're asking for services, they have big dreams for making their businesses work, but because they are starting by investing their own money into it, their own savings into it, and smaller ideas, not sure how it's going to take off, there is a lot of fear as to if they can trust an agency, and I completely empathize with them. This is not to make a mockery of it, but to understand what the real case scenario is for a lot of agencies today when they're working with small businesses. So what does it mean for an agency? Shall we quit working with all small businesses and move on to the bigger fish, or does it mean that something needs to be created that is suitable for these homegrown businesses to then become household names? How are they to trust the agencies that are not committing sales? How are they to hire legal people on a retainer when they know that what their concerns are really quick fixes, some questions that they need to ask, not every day, every month invoices? How are they to connect with business coaches who are billing them so much? There are a lot of aspects as to why a lot of the existing services are not suitable for small businesses. So that is where, ladies and gentlemen, Cloud9, our Artemedy's extended project, comes into play. And let's see. I would want to ask the audience that how many of you as business owners feel that if you would have received 10 minutes of a business coach's time, you would have better understood the viability of your business? Or a 15-minute conversation with a legal consultant and you'd know how to protect your IP rights? Or a marketing expert that you could have a quick chat with and formulate a better marketing campaign for your business, right? It's just those quick fixes and quick questions of which you are not hunting for people on LinkedIn and getting in touch with them long-term and paying heavy bills. So Cloud9 is a utility application for people in business to simplify and fortify their brand building journey. We have 3 pillars in Cloud9: learn, create, and community. One of the major features is the live chat feature, in which we have several experts like business coaches, marketing consultants, legal consultants, operation consultants, product experts, and a lot of people from different phases that you might utilize at different stages and scaling stages of your business. And you can chat with them by the minute. So you're paying them by the minute. It's a good sidekick for them. It's a great way for you to utilize of their expertise. We also have an AI feature in this segment, in which it acts like ChatGPT. You can ask questions about your business, get more insight into it. You can find the best match in terms of, okay, if this is my question, who do I need to connect with? Who can solve the query for me? And we also have some actions and tips under this, government policies and schemes and packages that are happening. And the create segment, a lot like the learn segment here, but here you can hire an expert. So the existing solutions like LinkedIn are not very friendly for creative professionals. And also, I mean, the world's progressing so fast, but we're still having to ask.
Shubhagata, I have to
Understood. I heard you. No worries. So even in today's time, we have to ask our chacha and mama कि कोई photographer बता दो जो मेरे business के लिए shoot कर सके, और these are the services that we're looking for. So till today, we don't have a platform in which we can connect with these creative professionals, understand what their work is like, trust them with a nascent business with limited funds. So this platform helps you connect with the right experts across different creative fields, digital marketers, social media managers, everything that you need for an upcoming business. It also has an AI model with it, and DIY tips and tools. All of these experts can upload their own courses that you can download, templates that you can make use of, digital assets that you can download, all for very price-friendly and budget-friendly price points. Soon, community is also going to be one of the phase-wise launches when we look at launching the app, and in which you can network with like-minded individuals. It's like a social media for entrepreneurs. And a social responsibility segment that I can talk about if anybody has a question for this because of limited time of the presentation. If we see how are we going to make money, there are a lot of things that we could consider for the app. A freemium model, the recharge for the live chat that users make, payment for courses, digital assets, and having a yearly fee to the community feature. For the vendors, we can spotlight them, that how Zomato spotlights restaurants and charge them a fee for it, onboarding costs, and commission on everything that they sell through the app. This is a little bit about how we acquire and retain our customer. I'm not going to touch upon this right now. Now, I think to conclude, if you see, there are so many businesses today. Blinkit for grocery, AstroTalk literally brings astrologers on a platform that you could talk to them. There's Zomato for restaurants, there is Urban Company for so many services. So if we see, the future is phygital model for businesses in which a user is being connected to a service provider or a vendor so that they can avail of services from the comfort of their homes, and they have a lot of options and find the right person to trust with their business. So Artemedy is at a stage that we're doing a lot of different things, but with Cloud9, it's just at an ideation stage right now, and we need your help. We're looking for investors, we're looking for collaborators. We'd love to know if you'd like to be a user of the app or a vendor on the app so that we can understand the market better and grow together. Thank you, and you can know more about us on this page.
Yeah.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I'm not sure, but I can otherwise hear you. I think that's going to be fine.
So the question is, why are you looking for investors? You said you've serviced over 100 clients. Shouldn't that generate enough funding for you to bootstrap the Cloud9 business, run it? And then why can't you do it on your own funds rather than looking for funds?
Okay, so I feel for this app to be successful, the prototyping can be done, the app can be developed, I can have the vendors on board. But for it to really be successful, I need it to be distributed right. No worries, no problem at all. No worries. So I think the distribution is key here. So I can bootstrap the business to develop the app, to prototype, to have vendors on board, to even start marketing with my tie-ups with some educational institutes, etc. A lot can be done, but the key is distribution. If I do not have a certain number of entrepreneurs on board from the first week or the first month of the app launch, I personally believe that it might fail. So to be able to market it at that level and have the entrepreneurs know that this app exists is going to be key for the app to work, for which I think I'm going to need funding to be able to market it at that level.
So you know that marketing, to raise capital where you're going to tell the investor that you're going to spend it on marketing is not the best conversation to have. The investor would like to hear as to how you're going to make money. And so don't you think that if you have the app ready with your distributors, your entrepreneurs on board, providing the service, I think you are in a better position to
seek investment.
Yeah, because how much are you going to spend on marketing? Like keywords and that's expensive.
Absolutely, that is going to be expensive, and I also feel like I need to do a lot of tie-ups to make this work, like institutes and places where I can find a lot of entrepreneurs under one roof. I think those are the places where I need to go as well, sponsor a lot of events in those spaces. So I think, yes, I'm going to have to decide a marketing budget and find novel ways to market it, not just SEO or keyword marketing to get this off the ground. But I agree with you that this is not the right stage for.
So if you got 100, if you need 100 rupees to do this, how much will you spend on marketing and how much will you spend on product development?
Product development, I think, is not going to be requiring more funds than say 30% of what the funds that I raise. There's not going to be a requirement for more than that, I believe, from what our estimations are. And rest, we'd want to distribute it. We can always bring in features later and further enhance our app once we know we have the people on it and get it started with the initial few features. Thank you.
No, but it's something about the product that you said that you will be connecting them with experts. So whether the user also will come to know whom they are getting connected to, or what are your plans like? Because it's seeing is believing.
Absolutely. So the interface is going to be a lot like AstroTalk if you've seen the interface. So you can actually decide what your concern is pertaining in terms of your business. And you're going to see an option of all the coaches that are available along with their testimonials, their per minute rates, their success stories. So you're going to be making a very informed decision about that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.